Hi, I'm Dave Epstein. This is Growing Wisdom. I'm here today with Scott LaFleur and a very special guest. Who do we have here, Scott?
This is my daughter, Lily.
And you guys have been busy today. You've already gotten a bunch of plants, I see. What's been going on?
We were over at the nursery. We were looking at plants that would be really great to attract butterflies and bees and other pollinators.
So, Scott, you went out and chose plants. Tell me about some of the plants you chose today.
Some of the plants we got today, we got a shrub. We got Clethra alnifolia, the summer sweet, which is a really great plant to attract butterflies and bees as well. Plus, it's a shrub, so you need something a little bit bigger to give them a little more hiding spots for some birds or hiding spots for the butterflies and things like that. We also have Liatris nova Anglais, which is New England blazing star, which is just an amazing plant for attracting monarch butterflies. It's in the nursery and they just flock to it like crazy. We also have Helianthus summer nights, which is a really nice sunflower, perennial sunflower that's yellow and that has really bright colors to attract a lot of butterflies in. And we also have the best one of all, which is the Asclepias tuberosa, the butterfly weed, which is specifically designed for monarch butterflies.
So we're going to do a garden for kids, and the theme is really around butterflies because, of course, that is an exciting thing for
Exactly,
kids.
yeah. They can watch a lot of action happen, and butterflies are so pretty and beautiful.
So, Scott, what are the elements in the butterfly garden?
Some of the elements for the butterfly garden are you need to have varying heights, so you're kind of creating like a little mini forest for them. You also need to have lots of colors so they're bright and attracts them in. We're also going to add a little bit of a water feature because they're going to have the little drink while they're here as well. And we're going to have all of them kind of put together in a way that it creates a really nice garden to look at, but it's really ecological and useful as well.
So, Scott, I think I'll ask the boss whether or not we can plant. Lily, is it okay if I help you plant?
Yes.
All right, let's get going. So once you select the plants, what's our next steps?
Start to lay them out on the ground and sort of start to build and design the garden a little bit.
So, Scott, this is really for kids. Are there any tips you have when planting with kids that you would advise parents about?
Be flexible. As much as you want to get all the right elements, you want to get all the plants in the right place, this is your kid's garden. So if they're sticking something not quite where you want it, let it go, and that's fine. Also, when you're working with them, talk to them about the connections of nature, how it's so important that bees, by pollinating, are actually the ones that create our food. They pollinate on our vegetables and they make vegetables, they pollinate on apple trees, they make apples, and they're doing it for the plants here to make seeds. The butterflies, the other thing you want to talk about is the caterpillars. There's different stages of the butterflies. They start off as a little egg, they hatch into the caterpillar, they eat the plants, so this garden you're planting is going to get eaten up a little bit because you want it to, and then they're going to go into their chrysalis or cocoon and then hatch into the butterfly or moth after that.
Scott, aren't there special light requirements for the butterflies themselves?
There are, and the plants we're using are kind of part sun plants, and that's really kind of a good spot for butterflies. A little cooler in the morning, but then the sun comes out, the butterflies start to get a little more active, and they really enjoy that. They like to sun themselves on a little rock or somewhere, kind of after they have a lot of pollen they're eating. They want to sit down and take a rest. So we just showed Dave how to plant this Liatris, right? So now what do we have to do to make the plants even happier?
Mulch them.
Mulch them in. You want to show Dave how to put some mulch around the plants? Nice. And the mulch is great because it helps to keep moisture into the plants. It also helps to keep some weeds out. And this nice leaf mulch that we're using is actually returning nutrients back to the soil, along with the compost tea, giving a really healthy condition for those plants to live in. All right, so let's get this water feature we have here. We can put this right in between them all. And you know what the best thing about getting water for the butterflies and stuff is they like muddy water.
They do.
So Lily, you can throw a little bit of dirt right in there if you want to. All right, and then we'll get a little bit of our compost tea water, which is great for them as well. And we'll fill this guy right up. And that way when those butterflies and the other insects and bees are around, they can have a quick drink of water when they get a little thirsty, because they're doing a lot of good work, aren't they?
Thanks, David. It was fun to have you here today.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me. And Scott, thanks for all of the tips. I think this is great. Hopefully you at home can put your own butterfly garden in with your kids. Come back every week for all of our videos at Growing Wisdom.